Hello, 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 hello. It's time for Star Wars, everybody. I hope you're excited. Oh my goodness, we're getting to the end of a chapter. And maybe closer to the beginning of something new. Or, just taking this show in a direction, just plowing straight ahead into the unknown. Because at some point, we have to figure out what happens to Ragbazi and HW and Zaz. And this is basically wrapping up a big chunk of Daniel and Shock's story.
Well,
I mean, it did wrap Shock's story. I mean, in one way or another, it wrapped both of your stories.
Yep.
And then it also helped to spur part of Zaz's stuff. I'm trying to get everything a little connected as we go, since this was never meant to be a full-time game, and then it became the primary campaign. Who hasn't rolled for Destiny? Moose. You're muted. You probably know that. This is how these things happen indeed. Dang, y'all, coming at me hard. We got 5 light side points and 2 dark side points.
All the points.
Hey, hello, Moose. Let's do our 10 seconds of silence real quick. I should have done it before I started the stream, but I wanted to start the stream. 10 seconds, turn your mics on, leave whatever background noise you've got going on so that we can properly edit it out.
I will leave mouse going.
Yep. Damn it, Adam. You were like right at the end and you're like...
What happened?
You like right in the middle of it. Wasn't that you that went...
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, it sounded like you. I don't know who else it would have been.
You were holding in a laugh.
That's what it sounded like. That's right, Chaos. Let's play a one-shot 3 years later. Yes. This actually was our COVID filler stuff, because our primary campaign, oh boy, that's where we get Ragbazi. That's where we get the hot dog cart. That's where we get
Char
Char and Kevin Costner.
Oh my god, his sunglasses are gone now too, aren't they?
They are.
And his arm.
And his arm. One of his ears is mostly missing.
Yeah, those sunglasses really pulled together his whole character.
You're lucky you didn't have the alcohol on you anymore, because you would have been on fire. There was something else that happened to you too. Your beard burnt off.
Yeah.
You are a Gungan Baird. It's disturbing. I thought the beard was bad. Whoa.
He's just got a fucking robot arm attached, like strapped.
He doesn't have anything yet. We haven't resolved that problem.
It's worse with the baby face. Put the beard back on. Why?
It'll never grow again. It's gonna have to get transplants from his butt or something. All right.
Patchy.
Patch.
Does anybody remember what happened last time?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, hold on.
you jackasses need to get notebooks.
Well, hang on, let me see.
I'm playing per my character. Ragbazi never knows what's going on, so I don't.
Honestly, I hate how fair that is.
So, I mean, I can tell you what Daniel most likely did. I worked on Peyton.
Okay, well, clearly we had like a bottle episode, mostly.
Yeah.
I did that this morning too. Oh my god!
I think Twofer was working on the engines, and then Zaz and LHW was trying not to kill each other while working on the science experiment in the back, right?
Oh yeah, we were trying to find the danger.
Well, we were trying to get the T-2000 whatever under control or whatever before it takes over the ship and kills us.
Oh, is that what you think this is? Oh, that's
That's
Daniel...
what Razi thinks it is, so therefore that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I remember this now. Daniel has no idea what the fuck is going on. Someone, Rakbazi just keeps telling him there's danger on this ship.
Yeah, because we almost died multiple times, Daniel.
If Adam really wanted to throw a little more Eldritch horror in his game, this is what he would have probably put in.
Yeah, Rakbazi's being just a drugged out mess, paranoid at everything. But yeah, I just remember the standoff. Like HW is trying to secure the threat, and then Doug's ass was like, "Hey, you're not gonna ruin my science experiment, are you?"
Yeah, that's right. But also, as soon at the
mean,
does anybody, Zaz? Do you remember any of the details? I've got some notes here, but do you remember anything about the details of your blood experiment? Before I forget.
Oh, can I sit over here?
I know that helium slows down the blood. The anti-venom that I have makes it go crazy.
But also harms
I
it.
was trying to do a half helium or some kind of mixture of helium and rat ghoul test.
That's true. You wanted to do grenades. You wanted to do grenades and darts, but I don't think the grenades, ever happened.
Didn't turn out, but I do have 6 darts.
It's pretty sick. Sorry, Ragbazi. I really wanted to make sure I didn't forget what was going on there. My notes were bad. But yes, that is where we mostly ended. What was HW? Okay, you were with Doxaz.
Yes, he's trying to solve the danger.
That's right. What was the resolution of that, by the way?
There's danger.
So I says it. Now they know it's dangerous. Somebody found the tracer code and deleted it early, giving you enough time to do some work.
Oh yeah, I was the voice of reason trying to get rid of it.
Moose, you delete that? Did I tell you what it was called? I did, didn't I? Oh yeah, that's right. The Mingle.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that, or did I tell everybody about that?
I think you just told HW about that.
But I told you out loud. I didn't PM you that.
Oh God, I hope not.
I can't remember. Honestly, it's not a big deal. If it is, these guys aren't gonna look it up.
No.
Probably DM because I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
No, you didn't.
Bazi had holocron stuff.
Yeah.
More Mark and Herb. I don't know why I wrote that. It just says more Mark and Herb. Was it because maybe Ragbazi was smoking more? Yeah, yes. Spill the tea, chaos. It's a mingle if you want to look it up. I'll put it in chat.
Oh no, you did say that out loud. I remember.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think I hit anything.
Oh no, but the ship was falling. Ragbazi was the voice of reason in his paranoid state, trying to get rid of the tracer.
Also.
And then I had to recruit Daniel because I didn't understand passwords.
Daniel just knew it. He knew it was he tried the old password. I think there was a reason why Twofer didn't help. I think there was some sort of like argument and he was.
I think I just cut him off.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Like push him out of the way and he's just like, all right. That's right. Also, he reported to somebody, probably everybody, that the ship's inertial dampener, that the part that keeps killing people on the ship, only has about like 1 to 5 jumps left in it, depending on the severity of any like how far the jump is and how much strain is put on the system.
Wait, didn't Daniel fix that, or was that a check for him to understand what was going on?
I think that was a check to understand. Oh yeah, Daniel's the one that found that. Twofer said there was a problem, And that was the problem. And Daniel went and actually looked at it. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you said he actually has it fixed. It'll work for a little while.
1 to 5 more jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was hanging off of Daniel's tailcoats as we went back there like a small child. And then we're about to jump, and that's when I ran forward because I don't want to be in the death hallway.
And we've also made sure to note
Oh.
that the Mingle Mingle specimen has never been outside of containment yet. Once it was collected, it has been in containment. Nothing has been breached as far as like containing protocols have gone. It's very important that we note this, because I don't want to forget that. What happened at the very, very, very end, right before we signed off?
Well, didn't the ship show back up? Then that's why we're jumping again.
That's right. So you've deleted the tracer code, and as soon as they showed up, Twofer powered up the drive and jumped. Which, let me roll. Okay, cool. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So, as the ship exits the hyperspace tunnel, it takes a moment as the ship orients itself until you are face to face with an enormous space station. This is Centerpoint Station, or Kalora.
That help quick.
That's right, Chaos. What's that? I cut out?
Can you type that name?
Oh, the name.
You said Colorum?
It's not letting me type. Hold on. It's an anagram, but I can't remember the anagram. It's something like that. But it's also Center Point Station. Yeah, it's like I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't know what page. Colorolock, something like that. I don't remember. It's supposed to be an anagram of itself. Like the word is the same forward and backwards. I just don't remember it. Exactly. It was spelled funny. Q like Q. Yeah. HW, this is where your senses have been guiding you. Daniel, this is a giant ancient space station. Who's where? I need to remember who's where real quick. Who's upstairs? I guess. Zaz, you don't know. I guess you were all in the near the infirmary when all the jumps happened. I guess Daniel would know either, wouldn't he? Daniel's in the back. Never mind, Daniel. You don't know anything. But HW, you feel it. As soon as you get here, this is where your senses have been leading you. And the internal comms come on, and you just hear Twofer, "Oi, everyone, you gotta see this. Come up here."
Okay, do we make it? Am I still one piece? Super, where are we?
Yeah, dude, I think it is the One Piece.
Oh no. Just as I feared.
We're gonna be king of the pirates.
Sick.
Twofer just starts stabbing everybody. Oh, I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Got the stab fruit.
It's okay, Twofer. I understand.
No, I get it. The real One Piece is the friends we made along the way. If you say it's like Stargate Atlantis, does that make Daniel more excited or less? Daniel?
Both.
Both. Excited, but disappointed.
Yeah.
Do you all come up to the front? HW and Zaz were kind of in the middle of... I don't know what the resolution is there, but... I'll pull
Yeah,
us all back to the ship real quick.
I would say that HW would immediately go.
You just turn around and
Mm-hmm.
okay. And drag yourself up there. Zaz, are you doing anything before you head up?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, now that we're here, I'm gonna set a little timer. Depending on what goes on, I may add or remove time for the timer. But the timer is how long we have until something happens.
So ship showed up. We just jumped. Now we see the space station, and Twofer's calling us up.
Yeah, if everyone comes up, you'll see it on this. You'll see it on the displays.
Twofer, what is it? What's going on? What do you see? Oh my!
It's enormous. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen a station so big.
What is it, Twofer?
I mean, it's some sort of station. I don't even know where we're gonna land. We gotta fly around this thing and find some sort of opening. Maybe the I don't.
How did we get here? Well, you had to know it was here. Why else would we jump here?
We didn't jump here. I jumped. The one in the mask thing. He put the coordinates in. Nope, Lahab.
Nope. Wrong again.
Wrong again, Mr. Powers.
Well, where is it? Why? Did anyone else come up here?
I think HW said he was moving up. I think Lahab would probably follow HW.
Mm-hmm.
Zaz and Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you do?
Well, I'm gonna talk to the old man. Lahab W, what's going on, man? Why would you take us here? Because I don't know.
Oh, well, this is where we were called to. This is where we are going to most likely depart the crew for some time. This is where our destination, it seems.
It appears.
It appears to be.
Does Daniel recognize this thing?
Did you come up? Move your character. But also, before we get into that, I want to see what Zaz is doing, in case he's not coming up right away.
How imperative was the call to come up there?
It was more like filled with awe instead of like quick emergency. It was like, this is cool. You need to see this. Like, this is something amazing. More of a tone.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go.
Okay. Are you doing anything specific?
I guess. You said HW did go up?
Yes. Like immediately.
Would HW have just left me?
Mm-hmm. Because the pull that The pull of getting where we're going is greater than anything else.
Zach, do you remember? Did I actually try like the combo or just like
I
one at
don't
a
know
time?
if we actually tried the combo yet. I don't think we did. I didn't write that down. I wrote Zaz's test that you want. I think it's what you want to do is helium and serum. Because I didn't put any results. I put number 1, Zaz's test, helium serum, which I think means do this first next session. I don't know why else I'd put number 1 next to that. You think I'd remember my own
I think
shorthand, but
unless it's like an absolute emergency, Doc Zads would be more pulled to continuing with his experimentation.
yeah, absolutely. Let me go see what these previous test checks have been. Discipline. Okay. Be 3 in a setback. I'm going to use one of my dark sides to upgrade it. So you're going to be going up against a black, 2 purple, and a red. Side question: did I miss them finding out the whole H.W. Lahav thing? No, they didn't figure it out.
Only Zaz knows that
So-
HW can actually talk.
Yeah.
He learned that.
Nobody knows that their names are switched around, which is just great. But yeah, Zaz knows.
Correct.
Zaz knows that he's at least capable of communication. Damn, son! 2 success, an advantage, and a triumph. So you start with a small amount of helium because it's a precious gas. You don't want to waste it if you don't have to. But you also want to make sure you have enough to subdue whatever you're working with. And you find like a way that you infuse, however you are infusing this gas into this vial, because you're trying to mix the blood and the helium in the same darts, yes? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
So you find a way to like almost like carbonate the blood samples with the helium and have enough for all 6 left over, and you still have practically a full tank of helium left if you needed it for anything else. If that's how you would, and also, sorry, you have a triumph that you'd like to spend. Your advantage is going to be you still have like a mostly full tank of helium. Perhaps, if I may offer a suggestion for your triumph. While you couldn't get the gas, Daniel's attempt to get the blood grenade or whatever it was, the serum grenade didn't really pan out. You do think it would be possible and easier to make a gas grenade if you were to maybe assist Daniel in some sort of mechanics check. Your idea with Daniel's kind of mechanics ability. You'll have to work with Daniel, though. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So basically, I'm using my triumph as like giving Daniel an idea how to mix it.
No, it's giving you an idea that you'll have to have Daniel make, but you have an idea to make gas grenades with helium in it that will act kind of like a poison cloud grenade. So we'll probably use like a poison grenade stat for it, but we'll make it the helium, and it'll essentially have a similar effect, or we'll change the effects to like a cryo grenade, maybe like slowing them down, prevents them from like maneuvering and stuff. But it'll be something you have the ability to try and have Daniel make.
I guess what I'm saying is I'm basically using that triumph to kind of give him a boost on making it, or
Yeah, if you help him, I'll give a boost for sure.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Chaos, the hidden threat expenditure. You have to work with Daniel. That's right.
No.
Wait, I didn't have any threats. What's this?
Let's see. We have.
I know Adam well enough that either way, I'm getting friendly fire damage.
Oh, that was so much fun. All I can remember, or what I can remember most vividly, is as we drop the hell pods down, and we're calling our guns and stuff, and then I turn to the left, and there's a red beam next to me, and Pi going, "Oh, you throw those," and then I explode, like right as soon as the match starts. It was great.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It was. I wasn't upset about it. It was great. All right, everybody is the flight station. You see this enormous station ahead of you. Twofer has the ship at a standstill, and he's like, I don't know. He's like, you see what I'm saying? It's what I said. Do you see what I see? Daniel, shut up and answer my question.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
I'm
What,
kidding.
what do you see?
I mean,
Do you see
what?
what I see?
I don't know if I ever see the things you see sometimes, but like, do you see this space station? Do you not see this station ahead of us? It's enormous.
I turn around and look at the screen. Oh no.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think so, brain. But where would we get that much dental adhesive? That's right. Chaos typed it in chat. Peeking the brain. Narv. Like, I don't know. Do we approach it? Do we? Well, I mean, how do we approach it? Like, I don't know.
I'm just staring at the HW.
Now, do you mean like HW, the old man? Because that's usually what I use for the old man.
I mean, at this point, I imagine like I have a lazy eye and I'm staring at both of them.
Jesus Christ. You know, you do a lot. I don't know if we can add that posed. Like, but you are on enough drugs that you probably see 3 of them. Let's see. Yeah, Twofer doesn't know what to do. Twofer's like, I don't.
You mean both, man.
Is there a check that HW could make to try to discern where we need to go?
Well, we could try and do another. What is it? Sense? Is that the one you got? Sense check.
What is it?
I believe there's the one. I don't know if you added it or not, but you have
Seek.
Seek.
That's right.
But that's probably the best way, unless you want to do something visual, like maybe a lore or a mechanics or a piloting space, even. Like, where would I put like docking bays on a vessel like this, kind of thing?
Okay. I'm down to use my powers because as time has gone on, HW has slowly become more and more unhinged.
That's true.
The idea of being able to get back to where Diego is leading him is going to trump basically everything.
You feel pure elation in your mind.
That's very accurate.
And well, I mean, like somebody else's elation in mind.
Yay! Yay! I like making people happy.
What does your power basic ability say?
Allows the will of the force to lead the way to something lost or forgotten. I can spend 2 pips to gain insight into general location or direction of a person or object.
Okay. Yeah, we could say you're looking for like a hangar door, some sort of docking
Yes.
bay. But you're not like opposed to anything. You just roll it.
Yeah, it's just roll it. I
Okay.
can do 1 and 16 in vigilance check to see through illusions.
Don't need that yet.
Not yet.
Is that part of
All
Seek?
right. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's so cool. I need to remember that.
Mm-hmm. Right, you ready for me to roll some dice here?
Yep.
Oh, look at all those light side pips.
You got 3 of them. How you spinning them?
Oh, we're gonna be able to see.
Yeah, you
Actually, ooh, and I'm gonna do one so 2 pips will let me know the general location.
Mm-hmm.
Set me up an average vigilance check, and I'll see if there's any illusions around it too.
Okay, average is set.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
No,
I can't tell if anything's real.
I mean, you don't get the sense that anything is like you're missing anything. At least not like here. This isn't everything here. Even if you know that if there was something to see, you probably would have seen it
Okay.
or felt it. Either way, like, this place is not an illusion. There's nothing illusory about the vessel.
Okay. Cool. And then, do I see the a general location of a hangar?
Yeah, you know that this you can sense multiple hangars around the equator of the station, but you know there's one on basically like the bottom, like the belly side of it from your position is gonna get you closer to where you need to go.
Okay. That'll work.
Okay.
HW won't say anything, but he'll just point.
Of course.
Well,
Right.
is that where we're going? I'd put docking base on the outside. Yeah, me too, Chaos. Except for one.
I don't. And he's just pointing. I don't get it. Like, are we just already into it? I don't see it.
Well, I'm assuming he wants us
Twofer,
to
I don't
go.
want to die. Twofer, please don't kill us.
I mean, what? I'm an okay pilot.
I don't know if Bekahara could take this anymore.
Daniel, are we moving closer? Because pretty soon we'll be within range of any like weaponry or tractor beams. Like, I'm not sure. We may even be in range of the tractor beam at this point.
Is he talking about the station?
Yeah.
Station.
Yeah. Did Daniel recognize this station?
Oh, that's right. We need to do that.
That.
Did you never looked at the journal, did you?
No.
You did read a bunch of ancient texts, though, correct?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever read anything about Chloroloke? Or that wasn't only in the journal. I think you found out about that before the journal.
I think I
So
found
if-
something about a world putter.
World Puller. That's this station, yes.
Yes. That...
The World Putter? I don't know. It's something about golf. I didn't understand.
Yeah. That's what's in my notes. Is oh, maybe it's not. Oh wait, yeah, it is.
All right. Oh, go on.
Out of character. That's not this station, right?
It is the station.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is
that's
this
where
thing.
It is. All 3 names are the same. Are this place? This is the holy trinity, if you will, of where all of this lore intersects. But I have it set currently as a hard lore with 1 setback, so it's 3 purples and 1 black. I don't know if you have any abilities for lore checks.
All knowledge checks minus 2 black.
All knowledge checks. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got rid of that. Do you want to upgrade or
then-
anything? You have 6 light side.
Hang on, I got one other thing. Oh, and then researching the subject takes half time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have anything else. Okay.
Do you want to upgrade?
Yeah, sure.
Let me upgrade you real quick. All right. Roll that beautiful beat footage.
Oh shit.
Failure and an advantage. I mean, it looks kind of similar to some of the drawings you saw in one of the books. You can't remember which book it is offhand.
Damn.
But this is likely what you're like the I don't know how to put this. You don't remember what book it's in, right? But you do know that you are aware that this station is something that you've seen in one of the drawings in a book that you've seen, or
Neat.
whatever, like a template of this. Neat.
That's probably all Daniel's thinking. He's like, man, that looks familiar. Huh, cool. You see one of those in person.
I mean, you're welcome to go and dig through some books, but
I mean, yeah, Twofer's right. Right now, we need to park the ship.
Is this Daniel's saying this?
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
I just want to
not
make
like
sure.
That. But Daniel's gonna go. Oh, we probably. Yeah, you're right. We probably should park the ship. Can Daniel? Well, can I make another roll to see if I find any parking spots? Maybe in Rakata.
Well, he's leading you down towards the ship. You want to do like a perception check or something?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, okay. Average with 2 setback, and because it's enormous, and because he's pointing, and you don't really have like someone pointing. You can never see what someone's pointing at because you will never have their perspective.
Yeah.
All right, 3 threats.
Today is no different.
So with 3 threats, you don't see anything, but you trust that you're going in the right direction. I mean, you're gonna find something at some point, whether you gotta go around the whole station or not. And
just shrug and go, "Yeah, you got this, bud."
The comms start flashing, like you're getting hailed.
Cool.
Twofer just turns and looks at Daniel slowly in his little swivel chair. Are you gonna answer that?
I mean, where's it coming from?
I assume the only other thing out here, that station. I mean, do a sweep. There's no other vessels. This is the only place.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I suppose. Yeah. It is my ship, right?
I mean,
for now.
I mean,
Dr. Ragbazi side eyes you.
He just takes your brain out and puts it in like some sort of chamber, so he has all of your information.
Yes, yes, live.
All right, who's on this phone? Daniel's gonna pick up the phone and go, yeah, you got Daniel.
You just hear a bunch of chittering, and it sounds interrogative and slightly aggressive.
Hey, oh, okay. Daniel's gonna wait. Okay, out of character.
Wait.
It's okay. I've got this.
Give me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel's gonna go talk into the phone real quick and say, 1 second, and he's gonna run back downstairs to Peyton.
Yeah.
We can talk now, right? And he's gonna grab a phone near there and use the universal translator that Peyton has wired into him to help him translate.
Okay, what does that do?
I don't know.
Well, Then it sounds cool, I guess. What you need to tell me what it
Remove two
does.
Setback. Removes 2 setback die from any charm, coercion, or negotiation checks that are added due to linguistic difficulties or misunderstandings. I want to see if I can talk to him.
Oh
It
no.
removes how many? It removes how many setback?
2 setback die.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna upgrade it. It's gonna be a hard upgraded once. What did you? There's no other boost. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a xenology. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, I think that's what we should do.
Oh, hey, hang on. I got more things.
I'll let it apply for a xenology too if you want.
I was just trying to talk to him.
This
Okay.
is deciphering this, like figuring
Oh.
this thing out. Because it's literally just like chittering.
Oh, okay.
Chitter, chitter, chitter.
Kind of. It's just really clicky and chittery and
Okay, xenology, is that what you said?
yeah, xenology.
This is an... Oh, okay.
Peyton just
Ooh.
what?
Oh, there were no black die. Never mind.
No, you took them all away. 2 failures, 2 advantage, and a despair. So Peyton starts going through a bunch of different languages and dialects, and you hear like different sounds cycle through his vocoder. And then he begins chittering similarly, I guess you could say.
Cool.
And they don't sound outwardly hostile, but then Peyton is like, Master, this is a dialect I'm not familiar with, but the species is Killick, endemic to, or native to, among other places, Alderaan.
Mm.
Can I do a similar check?
Hold on. With the despair,
I don't know what that means.
actually, you know what? Go ahead and do your check. What are you doing? What are you trying to do?
I'll be right back.
Also a xenology check to see if I recognize the species or dialect.
See, here's my question. Since I upgraded the check for Daniel, I feel like it's already upgraded since it's the same check, but I don't know if that's true or not. And I don't want to waste my last dark side point.
What if I do this? Through my time in the Clone Wars, being exposed to many species of the verse.
All right, then I'll use that back, just so that I don't feel like I'm cheating you out of a point. All right, cool. Yeah, then they're both upgraded once.
Dang.
A single advantage. You never made your way to any planets with the Killiks. You're familiar that you know that it's an insectoid species that has no way of speaking Basic without some sort of translator or whatever. But since it's an insectoid species, their dialect and their actions are kind of dependent on where you find them in the galaxy. Like they kind of are who they are based on their environment. So
Passively listening, can I roll like a warfare check to gauge if they are actually going to shoot at us or not? Can I discern if they're going to be hostile?
yeah, I'll give you that. It'll be average with a setback since it's a language you're not familiar with. But you're reading the intent and not like listening for any language specifics, no linguistics. 2 success and an advantage. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're gonna blast you out of the sky. There's no reason. You don't think that they would grab the tractor beam and begin to pull you closer if they were gonna just shoot at you, because their weapons would be able to take you out at this range most likely anyway.
Daniel's not up here with us, right?
He is. The only person not up. Oh, no, he's not. He's downstairs at Peyton. You're right. He's not up
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Peyton's translating.
All right, Twofer. Okay, I think they're just kind of misunderstood. I don't think they're gonna hurt us. So we need to find a way. We need to find a better way to talk to him because I don't believe in the captain. I don't think. Yeah, I'm a captain. I don't know if he's a captain. You know what I'm saying?
Would
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you were listening in, the comms are on.
Oh, I'm still saying it.
Okay.
Dear Daniel. Go, ow. My soul.
I meant what I said, Daniel.
He's gonna be fine. He goes, yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't want to die out here, Daniel.
Fine. Cooper's got it. I believe in him.
Okay, yeah. What's up?
can HW try to understand it?
I mean, you're going right where you want to go.
Yeah,
It's taking you right where you. Is it what?
the language.
Yeah. Let me see. What was that? Oh shit! I didn't give Ragbasi the 2 setback either for, because he doesn't. You don't have a translator for your seasonology check. I mean, you didn't pass really anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So I won't give it. I won't do it to HW. Go ahead and roll the xenology check. 2 success and an advantage.
I understand everything.
Yeah, but are you
So-
gonna tell us?
No.
You understand that at one point in your readings, you remember. I know this is probably closer to a lore check, but we're gonna use this because in the you remember seeing drawings in the journal of an insectoid species, but you kind of overlooked it when you were looking for location. It was something that you logged for later, but haven't quite gotten back to yet. But there were drawings and likely some notes on an insectoid species.
Okay.
And yeah, you remember. That's all. I think that's all I'm going to give you for that. But you know
Well, that's
where
okay.
to, you know where to find it in the book.
Ooh. My book
Mm-hmm.
that no one must know I have.
God, everyone that gets this book doesn't share it with anybody.
HW will lean in close to Lahab and share the relevant information.
Just to Lahab, though.
Oh, Lahab should be telling them. Lahab,
Oh, you're telling us too. Okay.
Lahab would then look and share the information so people would stop panicking and crying.
Are you saying that you're pulling this book out and telling him what to tell them, or are you going back to the book and looking? Or are you just telling him that you know of the species? Like what?
I
What
know
are
of this. See, thank you. That's good for clarification.
Sorry.
I am sharing that I know I've come across this in my studies, and share that I have like a general knowledge of what these are, and I'd have to go find my book that has the specifics. But I don't want to tell them that I have a book.
I'm
No
asking.
one must know.
My friend here is going to look for not a has information on this species that he needs to collect his thoughts on. Allow him to meditate in peace for a moment, please, and perhaps we'll have some more clarity on the issue soon. But as for now, we're not going anywhere, so it doesn't hurt to be patient. Yes.
Let me get to a silent chat. I don't want to die. Go, 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 go. I
Well,
start
no,
pushing him.
it seems it seems like they're not that they're not hostile. Hopefully, mostly.
Yeah, HW nods his head as he says that.
Yes, they're not hostile as long as we're respectful.
Well, so are we gonna answer them, or are we just gonna leave them hanging?
I mean, talking to him.
You push. I mean, they're going to. Yeah, Daniel. You know, Daniel was talking to them, but after Daniel was talking to them, that's when you were getting pulled in. HW, when you find your book, you see. You get to the page with the drawing. Why won't you? It's not scalable. It's the wrong kind of format. Oh well. It's close enough. They have it's. You see an insectoid species that has an elongated torso and neck. They've got 1, 2, 3 sets of um, arms and legs, like 2 sets of arms and a set of legs. They have long antennae, and they look like they have the capability of being quite hostile if necessary. Through your notes, you understand that they are a hive mind. In a very literal sense, they are. They all share. They have like a pheromone system that allows them to quickly and rapidly communicate as long as they are close to the hive. The further they get from the hive as individuals, the more erratic they become and the less cohesive to the group they become. But they let's do another lore check. We gotta get back to Zaz in just a second, but I want to do. No, I don't think that's the right time for that yet. Let me get the page for Killix up real quick. Yes, and you know that they communicate telepathically. Mm-hmm. And that they come in very. Oh, go on.
They will be my friends.
Yes, some species of them are force sensitive. They're mostly female species. They can rapidly reproduce. I believe that they're very territorial. I can't see that though. And territorial as in, like, not violent territorial, but like they possess an area.
Where is it? Where is it?
Here's some more for you. I'm gonna put it in the.
Oh, hold on.
Cantina.
I need to attach something. Hold on. This is so. While HW is looking, he's going to draw them a picture of what these things look like.
Okay.
And I am sending it into the messages for everyone to see.
Okay.
And this is how HW views them.
All right, Zaz. While you were doing your little work with the darts, you now have this idea as to what to do with some sort of grenade. Daniel is not upstairs anymore. These two, well, you're in here. Wahab is probably out here. I forgot to do something for Eustace. He was never there. Where did Ragbazi end up? Are you still in the flight station where Twofer is?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is where we're at. What's that? What's that do?
I suppose he'd be trying to get a hold of Daniel and see if he could come.
I believe Daniel went down to his mechanical friend. Please just don't just tread quietly as my compatriot is discerning the location and where the location we need to be and the residence therein. So just try to not make a lot of noise outside this door, please. Thank you. That was Lahab. Or HW. Or
It was the guy.
HW.
It was the guy. Don't tell anyone.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for Daniel.
Wow, you guys are already in place. Like this has happened before. That's awesome. Well, here we are. Did I drag you guys here? I think I did. Didn't I? Yeah. So here we are. Below decks. Daniel, Zaz, a droid or two.
Yeah.
Sounds like a party.
Daniel is still
Oh.
trying to work out what they are saying.
Yeah, Zaz, you just hear a bunch of chittering coming through like the communications compartment or communications panel.
Can I roll again to see if Daniel can get Cooper to translate for us?
What are you trying to? No, it's Zaz. Zaz is coming to
Oh.
ask you a question.
Oh.
Who was talking through communications?
Dan. To the
There's a bunch of like chittering coming from a communications panel that Daniel is talking to, that he has Peyton next to, or is pulled over towards Peyton. So think like the 90s when they were cord phones. Daniel has the long, squiggly tail end of a little squawk box in his hand that comes from the wall all the way across where the little work desk is right here. So let me draw that real quick. You get a little... And he's holding it next to Peyton so that Peyton can try and translate. So don't step on that cord. Don't trip.
Zaz would unplug it to get his attention.
Daniel, the chittering stops.
What?
Hey, Daniel.
The chittering stops from where?
The squawk box. You know,
Okay.
like there's no more.
Daniel.
Yes. What's up?
Hey,
Yeah.
I think this cord came unplugged somewhere. I got a question for you.
Oh, yeah, that would explain it. Okay, yeah,
So I was re-looking at that grenade
sure.
thing that I asked you to make, and how
Yeah.
we would get the stuff inside.
Uh-huh.
I think I've come up with an idea, and I'll like hand him some like drawings and stuff that I've made.
Sweet. Daniel looks them over. Will it work?
I don't know. That's what we're trying here.
No, that was out of character.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, so you're looking at the
That's to be
viability.
seen when you roll.
We can do a check real quick to see if you think there might need to be any mechanics that you might need to do, or any schematic changes. But gotta find it. I lost my dice. There it is. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a mechanics check.
All right. Jeez.
Oh my god, it was one difficulty. You failed with three.
Shit luck.
You failed with 3 advantage.
Sure.
It looks like there's nothing wrong with the schematic. You don't know. I mean, some of the switches might need to be, like pressure switches might need to be changed, or something needs to be changed on how it holds the gas in, or something to that effect. But you're pretty sure this is a pretty legit schematic. You don't see anything wrong with it.
Cool. Yeah.
It seems pretty simple for what it is.
How long would it take him to make one?
I don't know. We have to do a mechanics check. You gonna tell him what you think, or are you just gonna dive right in, like walk past him to the workbench?
I mean, Daniel would compliment Zaz. You go, hey, yeah, nice proposal. This works. Let me see if I can whip one up real quick. You ready?
Hold on. Hmm. I'm gonna add a setback, but also I'll give you a boost because you've already made this grenade. Actually, I'll give you 2 boosts for I've already made this grenade, essentially.
Nice.
And from
Ready?
one of them's from that, and one's from Zaz.
Cool. You ready?
2 success, 4 advantage. Okay, yeah. You managed to get 4 of these things cranked out. It doesn't take you much time at all because as you were making the prototype for the other one, you had a bunch of half-finished ideas that were able to be kind of completed in this new manner. So you end up with 4 helium grenades.
Cool.
Yeah.
Daniel comes back and hands him his ass. Here you go, dude. Wait, no, Daniel would say that. Here you go, buddy. No, losing the character.
Not your buddy, guy. Zaz, you now have 4 helium grenades.
Daniel is gonna go and plug that cable back in.
The chittering continues.
Ah,
But it seems like regimented, almost as if they're giving like information about you being pulled in closer.
does not Toofer? God damn it, who said it? Does Peyton look like he understands?
No. He told you that it's a dialect of Killick that he does not understand, but he's pretty sure it's Killick.
I was gonna say, he's a robot, but he still looks confused.
There's a big question mark over his head. Cartoon style.
Okay.
He's got an Acme sign that says, huh?
Just keep trying. You got this, Peyton. Daniel will give him a thumbs up.
All right, Master. They appear to be guiding us, I believe. Daniel,
Cool.
dickhead.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. So I got Daniel will probably actually just go back to working on Peyton.
Okay, Zaz, you got a little pouch full of grenades.
Nice. I'm gonna be grenading and tranking things all over the place.
Just imagine like Black Widow, but it's Zaz. The little wrist launcher shoots these carbonated like soda darts at something. Oh my. Everybody who's force sensitive on the ship, as we get closer, I need a
This one.
discipline check.
Damn it! I just sat down.
What does that mean?
Oh.
I'm sitting down too.
But he wasn't.
Do we get anything for with the holocron?
No.
Oh no, I have a threat. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Okay. What the fuck is that? All right, so we've got Daniel with 3 success, HW with a threat, and Ragbazi with a success and 4 threat. Oh my sweet
5
Jesus. 5 threat. Oh, you're right, 5 threat. HW, you are too too like ready for what is happening. You're too excited about what's going on. So doing your research, feeling all of the things you're feeling, you're a little clouded right now and not able to kind of get this sensation. Daniel, you get an overwhelming sense of force coming from this place, like a concentrated, like if it were split between a number of people, there would be like a colossal city's worth of people. It's a huge concentration of force in this area. Ragbazi, you feel that there's a lot of force here, but it makes you anxious. It feels like people are on edge. You get this feeling that your presence here could cause a ripple of good or bad throughout the galaxy. Or, well, not good or bad. Your presence here could cause a ripple that could be bad for the galaxy. Or you could maintain, or it could just keep like the status quo going. Like keep the you're not gonna change anything for the better, but you could really mess stuff up here. It's kind of the feeling that you get as you are pulled closer to this place, and we will take a break real quick as the crew gets pulled ever closer to the World Puller Station.
Look at it. It pulls worlds.
It actually truly does.
The real worlds are the friends we made along the way.
That's right. That's right, Chaos. 5 threads.
Totally normal and fine.
Totally.
I won't hear anything against Ragbazi's rule there.
No.
In fact, we might go to war.
Dun dun dun. We might go to war. All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hang out and have a good time. All right. Bye. And we're back. Time for the stunning conclusion. These jackasses are getting blown out of the sky!
Hell yeah.
Kidding.
It's okay, we got parking tickets.
What?
Yeah, tickets that say we're supposed to be here.
So you are being pulled closer and closer to the station. Zaz has accomplished his task of creating some nasty darts and some gas grenades. Make some notes here. Zaz. Darts. And then four gas grenades. What else did we do? We got Kinetics revealed. All right, yeah. So we're being pulled towards this station. At this point, you are getting very close. You are just able to see the scale at which it's big. You can tell that this is old. So something this old that is this big is incredible. The fact that it's still around. As you are pulled into the hangar bay, as you are looking out as you look at the viewports for the like external cams, you see quite literally a swarm of insectoid individuals around like a large docking area.
Cool.
I don't think Daniel or Zaz would see this because you were all downstairs doing grenade stuff. But you would definitely feel the ship stop moving as it touches down on the hangar floor. Oh, and most of these humanoid bug folk are armed with some sort of blaster-looking type weapon.
The real question is, did anybody look at my drawing?
Oh shit! I forgot. Where did you post it?
It's in the Discord messages.
I don't see it anywhere.
Zaz looks at Daniel and asks, "Did we just land in space?"
I don't see where you posted it.
It should be in here. I uploaded it. I can see it.
See what?
I attached it
Where?
in the core chat.
Court. I don't see anything in court chat. I see the last thing I see is me saying word.
Why didn't it load it? Oh, it's not loaded. Hold on. That's why. There we go.
That's beautiful and perfect.
Hell yeah.
Can I download that and show it to the viewers?
Of course.
Okay. Let's see.
That is
here.
how this is what HW was doing as he transcribed what it looks like.
Spooky scary guy. Let's get
It kind
this.
of reminds me of Spaceballs and that little alien that bursts out and starts dancing across the counter.
It is
my
kind
God.
of reminiscent of that, isn't it? This should be scalable because it's a pung. A ping. Alright. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. This is spooky, scary guy. The Killick that he, or that HW has transcribed from the journal.
Yes, that is an accurate portrayal of what they look like. I will hear nothing against it.
Are you bringing that to the front of the flight station?
Yeah, I walk. HW walks back up with a drawing and proceeds to show it to everybody.
Apart from you know some minor details, it's a pretty dang similar drawing to what you're seeing. A lot less white space on the inside parts, but that's a pretty fair representation. I think I posted them a moment ago. Let me see if I can find this picture again. What not a scalable image, my bad. But you know, big bug people. So yeah, what it does look a lot like the little chest burster. Oh no, not again.
Mouse.
Does mouse need to go out?
I think he does.
You had a break and a half.
You didn't want to go out there then.
Alright.
Why do you think I'm mad at him?
Go let him out real quick.
All right.
Bark.
You are a jerk.
Oh my god, someone upstairs is sprinting.
No.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of them. There's a lot of these little bug guys. One may say a veritable hive. This place is buzzing with activity, you know what I'm saying?
No.
I don't, but I'm intrigued to see what you mean.
They're in the walls, you know what I'm saying?
I don't, but once again, I'm intrigued to see what you mean.
What are you talking about, Trevor? What do you mean they're in the walls?
Oh man, I wanted to pull this thing into our story for so long, but got so sidetracked and then had to like devise a way to do it. Honestly, Moose HW entering the mix has really made pulling this in a lot easier.
Well, of course it has, because HW is the best.
Mm-hmm.
It is known he is the best. No one will ever say otherwise. Unless they wish death.
While all this is happening real quick, we'll do something with HW. HW. You kind
Hello.
of go into like one of your like a trance almost, like a little meditative state. And you are in that darkness with that large toothy smile. And in your mind you hear, "Good, good. It's almost time. Now we have to get inside. Once you're inside, then you can release me. I need you to make me an average, what is that? Check for your seek power."
Oh, vigilance?
Sure, do it.
Oh, the vigilance. Oh, for the seek?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Actually, I'll upgrade.
Cool. Gotcha. You ready?
No!
You begin to feel like something isn't quite right. You can't quite put your finger on it, but release me? What does that mean? That doesn't sound like anything that you remember from your teachings to Diego. Release who? Release who?
Oh, you know. we release Diego. Diego has been trapped all this time, and nobody has tried to save him.
Yeah, but it's also with this advantage, you're kind of feeling like you may have one little like twinge of doubt somewhere in your
Never.
mind
Never.
that this might not be an agent of Diego.
Never. Diego would not lead me astray.
While that is true, Diego wouldn't lead you astray. You feel that
Sounds like
this
some of that typical fanaticism.
you feel like this person may not have been the most truthful with you and that their intentions may still be unknown to you. But again, you are in the right place.
I am in the place that I need to be. That's all I got. He's fired up. He's fired up.
All right, Daniel, what were you doing? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Does anybody remember what Daniel was doing?
Ow.
He was making grenades.
No, Daniel did that.
We already got the grenades. Oh,
But isn't that the last thing he was doing?
that is the last thing he was doing. I
Well,
believe.
I think Daniel actually went back to trying to translate with the chittering ones.
Oh yeah, once the ship stopped, the chittering stopped.
No more chitters. No more chitters.
Okay. Daniel's, I guess, is gonna go back up the where everybody else is at and see what's going on.
Master, leave the light on this time, please.
Somebody shut the light off on you down here?
The light is always off, Daniel. You turn it off numerous times as you leave in thought. But only recently has my vocoder... No, I don't know. Only recently have I been able to say anything.
So, Doc. Yeah, Daniel leaves the light on.
Walkies? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I wish.
Reg Bozzy activates and still he just disappears in the middle of the room.
Yep. The paranoia is kicking in. Whole suit activated.
Are you really activating it?
Yes.
Okay. What are the rules around that? Does it have anything about detection? HW, are you back in the flight station, HW?
Yes.
Okay, so the hub will go up here too.
We're living our best life.
I think we lost chaos.
Oops.
Zaz turns the light off on Peyton.
What? Daniel goes back down. No.
No. So you two are coming up. What is this? Oh, I see. Thank you. What else? I was like, what?
Wrong copy paste.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, Ragbazi literally disappears before everyone's eyes. As everyone is getting their way to the flight station and we're all back together, Eustace is coming out. There's a big cloud following Eustace out of the cargo bay where he and Ragbazi have their fort and their grow room and their beds. And Ragbazi disappears and Eustace starts choking, like sucks a roach in and starts choking, like, oh, he's gone, man. Where'd he go? And yeah, you all just witnessed Greg Bozzy disappear. Is anyone gonna bat an eye about this?
No.
No, I
Nope.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't think so. Twofer just like taking a drink out of a cup of coffee, just spits.
Whoa, dude, gross.
It just disappeared.
What? Your drink? Yeah, I saw you spit it everywhere.
The chair that I was sitting in just.
What are we doing? Like we're here. You all see this, right? Like there's a whole army of these things out there.
Yeah, they seem cool.
They're armed. Like most of them are armed.
Yeah. I mean, it is their space station.
All right.
I don't set them. No, I'm kidding. Dana's gonna go. No, Peyton's pretty sure they're peaceful.
You finally get a view of what you're looking at, Daniel. This is the first time you're actually seeing them. You've only heard the chittering. Heard the screaming of the children.
I mean, they look cool. Daniel's excited to go talk to them.
That's it. That's okay. Cool. All right. And you're in your full regalia.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Perfect. All right. What's the plan for exiting the
Out
vessel?
of character. Out of character. We couldn't understand what they're saying, and you want to go talk to them?
Yes, Daniel would want to go talk to them.
I mean, it tracks. I mean, like let's not pretend like it doesn't.
That's.
Hey, I'm handcuffed here too. You think I want to go talk down to those little fucking bug colony? No.
They're much taller than you. They're probably like a foot taller than you.
Yeah, that's even worse. But like Daniel, fuck yeah. It's an ancient space station where the force is coming from. And Peyton said that they were peaceful. He's gonna go talk to them.
Did Peyton?
Yes. They seem to be. You said they don't seem to be hostile. They want us to park.
Okay, not hostile and peaceful are very different terms.
It's Daniel we're talking about.
Okay. I understand. I get it now. You're right, Daniel.
I mean, if someone else gives an argument not to do it in character.
Are you just going out there? Anyone?
Yeah,
Does
why?
anyone want to
Pretty
stop
cool.
this? Is this what we're doing? We have people disappearing over here. Someone wants to go and talk to these things.
Yes.
Where the hell did that come from?
Exactly. Where indeed.
You know what? I need HW specifically to make me I guess, perception or discipline. Either one, whichever one you pick.
Discipline. Wacha. No.
2
What a
failures
bad roll.
and an advantage. So, in the back of your mind, where you generally like. So, like, when you talk, quote unquote, to people, it's like almost a different segment of your mind, like a different room in your mind. It's like the communications room, right? So, this communications area of your mind is beginning to get very loud. It's almost like there are words or voices in it, but you can't quite pick them out because there are so many, and that you weren't prepared for anything of this magnitude. But there are many voices in your telepathic communications station of your brain.
Okay. I assume that HW would respond like I would expect him to, and that's to just be driven insane by this. It's Diego reaching out. Diego's trying to reach him through conversation, but there's so many people talking that he can't make his way through. So now he's upset.
Right. Zaz, are you? What's Zaz do?
What does Saz do?
What does the Zaz do? Ring ding 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 ding.
I don't know what Zaz does.
Daniel's attempting to go out to these creatures. Twofer's not sure. Ragbazi disappeared. The masked one seems eager to follow Daniel. And the old man.
Yes.
The old man. I'm assuming is staying behind.
Yes, the old man stays on the boat.
He goes to sit. He goes to sit at the little couch area. And begins playing Giant Game Boy on his big Dejaric table. It's like Pokemon.
Yes.
But it's Pokemon Snap, but it's like holographic. It's cool.
It's actually Hey You Pikachu.
Oh god.
Screaming at it.
There doesn't seem to be a good, different way to do this.
But are you gonna go with them?
Well, I mean, we got pulled into their ship. Like, staying here isn't gonna help.
Okay. I'm just want to make sure. Are you gonna grab anything before you go, or
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
gonna grab the invisible rock Ozzy and drag him with me.
Do you have do you have all your stuff with you? What do you have on you in terms of your vampire assault gear?
What?
In my mind, it's like you got a bunch of garlic and a bunch of wooden stakes, but you've got these. Do you have all of your darts and your gas grenades and stuff with you? Your monster hunting equipment?
Oh yeah, I just made them. They go everywhere with me now.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I mean, I don't know about Ragbazi is literally not visible, so you'd have to do some means of attempting to find him.
Yeah, I was throwing utensils at his chair until he started yelling.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe
I
just start
I
yelling.
just
was
saw
throwing
that.
things at him just to see. where he was
Says
at.
starts throwing utensils. Okay, all right. What would be a skill that we could do that? Not perception, maybe ranged. Coordination, maybe. It's gonna be a daunting, which is 4 difficulty, like coordination check.
Can I counter with a question about it being daunting?
That is the rule set forth by the equipment. So unless you have something that specifically reduces the difficulty of like coordination checks or something, or check of or like something broad enough to encompass this check. I mean, I could add stuff to it. You could also upgrade. You have 5 light side.
And what am I rolling again?
Coordination. Oh, hold on. I will give you a boost actually because you did see where he was when he disappeared. All right, you can roll. Sorry.
Okay, so one more attempt at
Okay.
reducing the difficulty.
Okay.
Would Agbazi be able to contain himself if I was to say, Marco?
Hello.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'll reduce the difficulty by 1. I was gonna give you an extra upgrade, but I think that this is reducing the effectiveness of the suit.
I'm sure the suit is great, but it's all about the person behind the suit, right?
That's true.
I mean, just to clarify the point, you did speak and he did respond.
Yeah, he still can't see you. If he's gonna throw something, he still can't see you to grab you.
Oh yeah, but like, do you really need to throw something if he's gonna respond?
Oh, that's fair. He still does. Yeah, he hits you with some utensils.
Ah, what the heck, Zaz?
Just checking. You can stay invisible, but we're going.
There's just a bloody fork floating there.
It's like sticking out of it.
Always right at the heart. I don't understand how. Why?
All right, so we're all going downstairs.
I replaced the fork with the little Ewok bandage. With pictures of Ewoks.
That's great. This is the floating band-aid in here. I don't. Oh yeah, I do have this. Okay. All
I'm
right.
following, but I'm behind the group.
So you all are at the south end here of the station, at one of the many landing bays, surrounded by insects. As the landing bay opens, what is the order in which you are all leaving the ship? Who's standing where? I need to know. This is important. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, last one.
Okay.
Second to last.
Daniel's
Kind
in
of
front.
right behind Daniel.
Okay.
Well, I mean, as in, I'm using him as a shield currently.
HW would be following behind Daniel since he was so excited.
Okay.
No,
As soon
shield.
as soon as they see Daniel approaching in his ancient Mandalorian armor, all of the weapons get immediately pointed directly at you.
Daniel is going to wave his hand in front of him and say, "It's okay, we're friends." And then it works, and we all become friends.
And it is mating ritual time. They need to implant some eggs in their new friends. No,
no, just friends, not special friends, just friends.
This is how
He's very
they
clear on
express their friendship.
that.
It's like babysitting.
Oh God. No, I'm gonna use my force power.
Okay, explain to me what power and how.
I always have a hard time finding it.
I got a question concerning that.
What's up?
Yeah.
Can the Force have any effect on manipulating someone if they still don't understand the words you're saying?
Yes.
That's why I need him to describe what's happening. There is a way, especially with certain abilities.
Yeah, this character, I may attempt to guide, shape, and even twist the thoughts and feelings of others.
But it also allows you to
understand like manipulation of their feelings, but if they can't understand,
yeah, but the Force lets you instill feelings into people.
Don't you worry about it. We'll just let it play out and see how this goes. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I know that.
Daniel's trying to charm them.
I'm terrified that Daniel's in charge too, but I promise something will happen.
Yeah. So when making a coercion, charm, deception, leadership, or negotiation check, the Force user may roll an influence power check as part of a dice pool. As part of the dice pool, you may spend Force points to gain success or advantage using this check. But I could also do it's just control. I can force them to adopt a emotional state or believe something untrue, lasting for 1 round or 5 minutes.
what ability are you, or which check are you doing of all of those different checks? Which one are you doing?
Charm.
Charm. That goes against.
He's
Um,
charming them, okay?
Are you going to modify this roll in any way?
Yeah, I've got stuff for charm. I guess.
Make sure you add whatever force die. Or wait, actually, how many force die? I'll do this. How many force die are you applying?
We still got that holocron with us.
It's on the wait. Does Ragbazi have? No, Ragbazi hit it on the ship, right? Or do you have it on you? You can talk outside of character or type it to me if you want. Okay. Yeah, you still get a bonus force point.
Sick. I got 4.
All right, I'll put them in here.
Smooth talker when making charm checks. Skill checks may spend triumphs to gain additional successes. That's kill with kindness. Remove black. I have 1 rank of kill with kindness, so remove 1 black die.
Okay, I'll take one of those out.
And then
I feel like I need to upgrade it because of Daniel's attire. He didn't do any research about these people before he went or they didn't do any research on them before they went out.
can I use a light side point to upgrade it?
You can. Okay. So it is currently going to be 1 setback, 4 red die, and 1 purple die.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that charm check. So you gotta, if they're a hive mind, you gotta roll against the queen.
Shit,
Wait,
that's a win.
we both put force die in there.
That's a win.
All right, no,
I didn't realize.
just roll 4 force die, and we'll use whatever you roll the second time because there's no way to tell what those are. All right, so you got two light side and 3 dark side pips with 3 threat. That is not a win. Well,
I can use those.
you can. You can make it a success. Yeah.
Bam. I'm making it a success.
Okay, that's fine. One of the light side you're using?
Yeah.
Okay. You're also taking 3 strain from those 3 threat because there is you're not going against 1 or 2 of these drones. You're going against the combined mental might of the hive mind backed by a queen.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Daniel made friends with the queen.
That's not what I said. Well,
I'm kidding.
so what are you trying to implant in their minds, and how many
I'm not-
pips do you need to do this?
None.
None. Okay. What emotional state are you inflicting, or what power is this? I'm gonna look this up.
Influence.
Influence.
That we're friends. We mean them no harm. We come in peace.
Influence basic power. You still
And
have to
then
use
that-
a pip. You have to use the light side to make positive emotions, and the dark side pips to make negative emotions.
Okay, so I'll use my last pip to make a positive emotion.
Okay, what emotion are you?
Friendship.
Okay, so non-threatening. To shreds, you say, and his wife. You say, in pieces. Yeah. So you get the sense that they don't understand fully, but they get that you are attempting to be peaceful at the moment, and all of the weapons in unison lower. But that's about as far as you get, and they
I
notice.
missed most of what you said.
Yeah, so you get
You
this.
cut out there.
You get the sense that have I been doing that all night? Hello.
Hey, I
Hello?
can hear you
Hear
now,
you
but
cutting out.
you
Okay.
cut out on my end over here.
All right. You get the sense that they, at least, at the very least, understand that you're not being threatening. Did you catch that?
Yep. I caught
Okay, they're not. You're not being threatening, and all in unison. All of the weapons lower at once. They're not fully like lowered. They're just not pointed directly at you anymore. And let's see. What are we doing here? That's all
I
you're
gotta go
really.
get mouse real quick.
Yep. That's all you're able to get. So you are all seeing Daniel kind of wave his hand and say some corny shit. And all of their guns lower. They stop aiming their guns at you, and you don't know why.
Does it seem like they notice me or know that I'm there?
Hard to tell right now. They're all focused on Daniel, mostly. Like, I'm gonna wait till he gets back to move forward. But if there's anything y'all want to like, while this is happening, if there's something that you want to try and do in this very short time, or see, or whatever. Not that there's a lot going on currently, but feel free to suggest something.
How many of them would you say there are?
Uncountable. Innumerable.
Would you say there's at least one?
At very least, one, possibly 10 or more.
Would you say there's at least two?
Very minimum, 2. Because you can't have a group without 2.
Mm.
Okay. I want you to think real hard. I want you to think real hard about this one. Are there 3?
See, now that's a possibility. But again, the smallest possible group number is 2. So, I mean,
Okay.
3 is possible.
One last one, because I know I hear he's back. One last one. I want this one might take some time, so if you need to get back to me, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
4.
I'll send you.
Oh.
I'll write you a letter about the details for that. But I think it's safe to say, before my investigation, that there's probably more than 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood. Thank you for your time.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate your input on these things.
Oh, I love the questions. Yeah. You back at him?
Yep.
All right. So as you're all standing there, Daniel waves his hand, mutters some stuff. Guns go down. The crowd kind of parts a little bit, and there's just one of these Killiks approaching with a tray with some little they seem to be like small cups of something on them. And as they approach, other Killiks come and they each grab a cup, and they all stand in front of all of you, including you, Ragbazi. Actually, let me double check that real quick. I don't want to lie to you, because you do have very specific rules for what you're doing, but let's see. And I'm going to... Okay, so instead of being in front of Ragbazi, there are enough cups for Ragbazi to have one, but they don't approach Ragbazi. But everyone else is approached with one of these small containers that look like some sort of cup, and each of the Killiks in front of you, with one of their sets of arms, reaches it up to their mouth as if to indicate, like, drink this.
HW drinks it without hesitation.
Damn, sweet. Anyone else?
Without hesitation.
What would I need to roll to pick one up with HW and drink it in stealth.
Wait. What?
Like I'm picking one up simultaneously as HW is. Can I like sneak the drink behind him stealthily?
I'll.
Does the cup
It's not gonna
disappear?
be easy.
Does the cup disappear when I grab it because it's technically within my personal field?
That's a good question, right? I'm trying to think because it reflects. I'm assuming it like uses some sort of holocams and the sensors to mimic what's around it. I don't know if you would see the cup floating or if you'd have to like tear a hole in the glove part and like
The fork
suck it
and
up.
Band-Aid.
But if you want to
That's
try
fair,
and
that's
like
true.
pull the cup behind somebody like HW, we could try and do a check, and you're only gonna have to go up against the perception of one of the present higher warrior class, soldier class. Perception. What is that based on? It's based on cunning. So if you want to try and sneak it past, wait,
Does my suit aid this role in any way?
it
Or is that just for them trying to see me?
doesn't say anything specifically, or just to make it up. Because I think because based on what it says, everything else wise, I feel like this is at minimum of 2 upgrades for free, if it doesn't have rules specifically about this.
Okay.
But I am going to add a setback because actually I'm going to upgrade it because they are all just looking. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's paying attention to what's going on.
How are the cards?
Average. They don't seem to react to you grabbing the cup. And you are so slick, you know? Like, why would they? What are you gonna do with the cup?
Oh, I'm drinking it.
But like, now you have a cup floating in the air.
Goes my fan pack.
Alright, cup disappears. Fair enough.
Use that
Alright.
for later.
Yep. Catch that sneeze in there. What about Zaz and Daniel?
So they're offering us these, right?
Uh-huh. And they're gesturing like to
Okay,
drink.
Daniel's gonna pretend to drink it.
You're gonna pretend to drink it?
I'm gonna deceive them with my force again, Zach. No.
I mean, you don't have to drink it if you don't want to. You don't have to.
No, Daniel doesn't want to offend them, but he also doesn't want to drink whatever that is they put in front of him.
All right.
But it's the best.
You're gonna roll deception.
Deception.
No, skullduggery, I think, right?
Well, I mean,
Because it's more like sleight of hand, is it not? I'll give you deception. I'll let you do deception. That's fine. Deception for now. This campaign. Never again. You're gonna roll?
yeah, hang on. I think I have. I'm just checking.
I talk good and stuff. It says that when I talk good, it's good, and when I talk, it's good and stuff. Does that mean I win?
Yeah. All right, ready?
Oh yeah.
Come on, stop.
Where did all those force dice come from?
It doesn't matter because I succeeded.
You did succeed. 2 success. Yeah.
Part of the cards.
You pour it, and it like goes into the neck seal of your Mandalorian armor, and just kind of absorbs into the fabric under your armor plate.
Daniel will hand the cup back to them and go, yeah, yes, very tasty, thank you.
You don't know.
Can we see your customs agent?
Zaz, are you drinking this? I can't move on until I know what everyone's doing. I literally cannot.
No, I'm just gonna hold it in my hands.
Okay, but you're not drinking it or anything. You're just keeping
No,
it.
I'm monitoring
Okay.
the people around me who have drunk said drink.
All right.
Well,
So
we're feeling pretty loose.
Ragbazi and HW are both suddenly hit with so many voices, and the walls start melting, and mushrooms come out of the floor. No, I'm kidding. They are overwhelmed with so many voices in their head that at first it's kind of staggering and overwhelming, and you may flinch a bit, but eventually the voices kind of focus into one maybe slightly echoey voice that it comes in because they're not speaking, like they're talking directly to your mind, so there is understanding for most words, but like communication types aren't really there, so you get things like who, you, why here. You get real simple. Only HW and Regbazi are hearing these voices. What's your question?
What?
You said question, did you not?
No, I said good question.
Oh.
Daniel's gonna be rubbing his stomach, saying, "Ah, yes, delicious. Thank you.
Another cup is brought forward and placed in front of Daniel.
I have drank so much on the way over. I actually need
Oh no,
to
you know what?
bathroom."
I lied. They didn't bring a cup over. Someone steps forward and puts like their elbow joint over the cup and like rubs something, and it fills the cup, and then they put it back in front of Daniel.
Oh, gross. Daniel just gonna say no. I'm full. Thank you.
HW and Ragbazi here. Friend. Bad liar. Dumb?
You
Question
assume
mark?
You assume he's a friend. I'm thinking that back.
Yeah. Enemy? And the guns come up again? Ancient enemy? Eliminate? Question? Do you need help?
Blink twice.
Are you under duress? Yeah.
Can we see him
HW
blinking?
No, you're invisible.
HW would grab the cup in front of Daniel and drink it himself.
Oh my god.
Wait, you're drinking it, or
Yeah, HW's gonna grab it and then drink it because he's refusing to drink it.
you just hear?
And then look at them and say, "We're okay."
You just hear no, communicate, spores, drink, talk, mind, think, communicate.
Yes, minds are for thinking.
And the elbow comes back out and fills the cup, and they put it back in front of Daniel.
I'm gonna turn off my stealth field, and I'm gonna stand in front of HW.
Now, Daniel, you can refuse. I'm sorry. Go on, Pi.
I was like, maybe it's a good thing he doesn't talk.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna look over at his eyes like, they're trying to communicate with us. You gotta drink the juice.
Oh, also, HW is able to communicate now without it being weird, because whoever drinks this, you are all like psychically temporarily, while effect is happening, connected as like a hive mind part of this.
Yes.
So HW
I
doesn't.
gotta warn you, when you talk to him, we're talking to all of them simultaneously.
Fun. Yeah,
That
Daniel
drinks his drink.
That is fun though.
Your elbow grease.
Yeah.
All you need is a little elbow grease, and you get things going. You know. So Daniel, are you still refusing? Right? You're still not drinking it.
No, Daniel, because he heard that part, didn't
I
he?
slapped it out of his hand. Are we sure we want him to talk?
And
Here we are, guys.
you just hear very well, and They just keep saying, "Why here?" Now Zaz is hearing it too. Why here? Who you? Purpose, state.
Yes.
Daniel will go.
You don't have a drink. You got it slapped out of your hand.
Oh, good.
HW will look at them and say, "We were called here by the great leader Diego."
Which Zaz will say, "Who?"
They also say who?
Oh, don't worry. He'll look at them and go, "How much time do you have?" And make the mark of Diego at them.
So as Ragbazi has chatted, they produced a cup from their fanny pack to get more elbow juice. And you disabled your suit, or are you still invisible?
I disabled it.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, there's no floating cup. There's a cup there. And in like a mocap suit. You're like in a mocap suit with all the little balls all around it and stuff. I don't know why that popped into my head like that. But all the projectors, like, they gotta be somewhere, right? Yeah, so one of the Killings comes over and gives you some elbow grease in the cup.
It's like, empty cup. I know what to do.
Oh, we're gonna die.
All right, you got the cup filled with elbow grease. You gonna give it back to Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel drinks it.
State, purpose, why, here. Help? Needed? Interrogative.
I don't know why we're here. We were being chased. Like, we were jumping because that ship was chasing us, right?
Pursuers, who?
Actually, I don't know who they are either. They're mean.
Must leave. Secure facility. Prison shackle.
Yeah, well, we could put them in prison. That'd be cool.
I'm just gonna think ancient enemies of this one, and I'm gonna be staring at Daniel.
Like you're talking like the ones from all of like the oh, like this one? You like Daniel? You're saying that they are
Yeah.
like
When they ask like who's chasing us,
yeah.
I'm going to think like they're ancient enemies of this one. Like as I'm looking at Daniel, pointing him out.
Okay.
His Daniel's enemies are chasing.
So those enemies would be like the Jedi. And the guns come up again.
You
You
guys are bad at this.
And the guns come again, and they're like, purpose, that one.
What?
Daniel, you were part. Okay, so not only is this a species, an ancient species that hasn't had connection with anything for, as long as there's been, like, they've been here for a long time. Much longer than a lot of things. So they've been around when the Mandalorians were conquesting and all of that jazz. So when they say the enemy of that one, well, the Jedi are at least friendly with it. They know of the Jedi as being like at least peaceful or reasonable, but they know that Mandalorians. They understand that the people that of the culture that wear this type of garb are not that at this point in time, or at their point in time, were not very negotiable, especially with concerning what they have here at this station.
Is Rakbazi referring to the enemies of the Mandalorians or the enemies of Daniels?
Well, it was vague enough that they would assume, in my mind,
Yeah.
the Jedi. So they still don't know who you are or what's going on. They just see a Mandalorian and a bunch of other people.
Oh, can Daniel sense that they think he's a Mandalorian?
No, you didn't.
That's not how their hive mind works.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you would just know this, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you used any of your force points on.
No, I haven't done that yet.
So
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I mean, Daniel's gonna be confused and say, friend? Yes?
The weapons lower again,
No.
and you sense confusion. But overall, they are resigned to allow you at least to stay on this flight deck, and they're like, your needs are.
I don't know.
I'm clear of no use here, so I'm just gonna stop thinking it.
As Ragbazi says that, as you hear well, I guess you don't really hear anything, but you can kind of feel the gravitational warp of something ejecting from hyperspace behind you, and you now have in the distance you can see after the flash the ship that's been pursuing you.
Those are the enemies.
And with that, I think
No, Daniel wants to point.
we'll
Those enemies.
call it there and figure out what happens with the Killix next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I want it the cutout to be like the fade to black HW showing them the drawing he made of them.
Yes, they seem to be chittering approvingly and nodding.
And Doc Zaz showing them the gift that he made.
Oh God, what gift?
I don't know, the one that I posted. I didn't make it.
Oh,
The one that I posted
you
of
post.
the alien doing the ragtime dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they look confused and mildly offended. But they don't think you mean any harm. But yeah, you're aboard a vessel. Things are happening. In the distance, you see a tiny little ship appear out of hyperspace, and by tiny I mean very far away because this is a very big ship, or a very big station.
Daniel made friends. with the hive mind.
I love Bill and Ted. Well, I wouldn't say you made friends with the hive mind. I say the hive mind are tolerating your presence at the moment.
Like they haven't killed us yet, so I mean, like we're kind of moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like foot in the door for friendship.
God
Why can't
damn
I
it.
do that one? Oh, 'cause it's already got the.
All right, yeah. Well, everyone watching, I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So
And stream.
unless anybody
And,
has
stream.
anything else they want to say,
And stream.
have a good night. May the force be with you.
Oh,
There you go.
God.